sometimes you can take them and nothing happens. In fact, I'd been studying it for about 4 years, and I was really interested in trying them. And so when I finally found them, it probably took me about 10 times trying them to have any effect. Amazing what I was seeing, and I was scared and everything else, because it is a scary experience sometimes. It was really good, because after trying 10 times and having nothing happened, I thought, oh, well, after all this study and, what this mushroom is supposed to be, to take it and have nothing happen, I just can't believe it, So when it finally happened, I was pretty happy. The mushroom is literally the Son of God. Either the mushroom or the sun, because there were two suns. One was the sun in the sky, and one was the sun that appeared miraculously on the ground, that produced visions that took mankind into the heavens or into the hells. That is the mushroom. And the death on the cross is symbolized by the death and rebirth experience that's brought on by the mushrooms. What it does is just like the book of Revelations. Revelations is an unfolding of mushroom visions. First you see all of the different gods and the candlesticks and all those things that are good and of heaven, and they're all the powerful, almighty, great, white, glorious light and everything else. And then all of a sudden you plateau out, and then you go back down into the hell experience. So then you see everything as the devil and coming of the demons, and you feel like you're not worthy, and you feel all this guilt and this horror and this despair, and you feel like you're dying, and you feel like it's all over. And then all of a sudden you have a spark of, oh, but I am a good person and I feel good. And so all of a sudden you start to come back up, and eventually you plateau out atop in the heavens. So the mushroom experience is like this. You go into various states of bliss and glory, and then despair and agony. So this is the trial of the soul. It's the self-judgment experience that you go through. And eventually, if you do the mushrooms enough times and you're able to come out of a lot of false beliefs and get rid of baggage and all these different psychological terms to get rid of whatever it is that's screwed up in you, then you plateau out. And there is no more up and down. There is no more heaven and hell, but you plateau out in somewhere, up in the heavens. The gift of the mushroom allows you to have the life review. You have the time doesn't exist when you're on it. So as you start to come into the experience, then time stops, except for it speeds up for you. So in other words, you see your whole life pass before your eyes in a matter of minutes. And this is where you go to judgment. You're judging yourself. And it's just like the death experiences. People that have had near-death experiences are describing the exact same things as the experiences that are produced by mushrooms. And people who do the mushrooms say the same thing. They say it's exactly the same as these people are describing the death experience. So this is one of the things about the shamanic death and rebirth experience, is that you get to have a life review, except for you get to still live and think about it. You get to realize and learn from it, rather than when you die and you have your life review, then it's too late for you to do anything about it.